In our last lesson, we talked about form validation using HTML5. And in one of our examples for our input type called password, we use something called regular expressions. And regular expressions can be found in our attribute called pattern. The value right here is called regular expression. And although HTML provides ways to validate, JavaScript provides additional functionalities that are not available in HTML controls. So in this example right here, for the HTML5 validation, it tells us that we want some characters that are capitalized and lowercase from A to Z, and only 5 characters. So using JavaScript, we can do the same thing. We'll cover some of the main functions when matching with regular expressions. I've created a file called app.js, and we'll reference it over here on the bottom of the form. Let me save that, and let's comment out everything right now. And we'll create a new input type, and we gave it an ID of state.zip. So let me close that so you guys can see it better. And let's save. On the right hand side, we have our state and zip code. Our requirement is this. I'll wrap this. Validate state and zip code field with pattern abbreviation of state and 5-digit zip code. So it will look like this. This is the example, how it should be. So when creating to validate, first we need to create the function. So I'll create a function called check zip. And let's do a try catch. And within our try catch, we are going to hold the value of our input. So I will use document.getElement by ID. And the ID that was on our input value is called state zip. So state zip. And we need to get the value of this. So dot value. And let's create our regular expression that we need to match. So when doing a regular expression, for a string, instead of using double quotes, for regular expressions we have to use /. And within the / is where we are going to put our regular expressions. So in our example, we need to have it be a letter. So we're going to do this, and we're going to put A to Z. And if we want to have a lowercase as well, we can do a comma or leave it together. So AZ. And it's going to be 2 characters. And also, it has a space. So for space, we have to use the \S for space. And then After that, we want the digits. So for digits, it is a \D, and we want 5 characters. And then after that, we want it to end in, since we're done, we need to end. So to end it, we have to denote that it's done by using a $sign. Let me just, in my catch, we're gonna just put a console.log to see any messages. So we have that saved in this value. The value saved in the regular expression that we have right here in the variable. So the next thing we need to do is we need to see if it matches. See what, if anything that is typed inside of our value is in our input value is matched with our regular expression. So let's do if. So you have to do regular expression dot test. So test is, which it tells you right here, string on which to perform the search. You can also use something called match as well. But we're going to concentrate on this right now. So we want to grab that value, which we have saved here. So we're going to see. So this, leaving it like this, it's going to find out if it's true. And if this is true, in our if statement, we'll just alert and say valid input. And if it's not, else we'll just do an alert as well and do invalid, invalid input. So I'm going to do a console.log just so you can see what was typed. Also right here, console.log state zip. So we're going to save that. Now going back to our HTML file, we need to go to our button and we need to call that function. So on click, and the function we called it is check zip, I believe. Check zip. So now let's test our zip code. So if I do, and let's open up our developer tool just so you can see here. So if I do lowercase or uppercase for the state, and the zip code, just put 20978. I'll do submit. It says valid input. So that's the lesson on how to validate your forms using JavaScript. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And also, if you like the information that I provided, please subscribe. Thanks.